Hello and welcome back to Penumbra Necrologue. I think we're pretty close to the end of the game and I need to load an earlier save because last time we encountered a bug that caused a section of wind that was supposed to push us back to continuously push us back even if we turned it off, no matter where we went, which made us unable to proceed. So let's try this autosave from this time first, see if that works. If not, we'll find a different autosave. We'll probably have to do the whole Howard puzzle again where we type the name, most likely. Yeah, so this is the bug in question. There's a wind exhaust on this wall. I've turned it off, but even so, I'm still being pushed by the wind, as you can see by my inability to walk at a reasonable pace. So this is not the correct save to load, but an earlier one. So let's try this one, which is another 8 minutes earlier. Now this seems more reasonable. So we're back at the beginning of this section. It should be quite a bit faster to do this time because we know what we're doing, but nonetheless, it's going to take a little bit of time because it's a maze. You have to run around in a maze, find all the buttons and press them in the correct order. There's quite a few buttons to press and the maze is a little bit confusing, so... Welcome, Want to Duck. Nice to see you again. How are you doing? Need to find the second block, push it over to the side, and this time, before I solve the puzzle, I should ensure that I'm not being pushed by the wind when the wind turns off. Because that's probably what triggered the bug, is that I was standing in the wind as the wind got disabled. The game didn't successfully remove the physics of the wind from my character when it was being disabled as I was in it. Both the buttons down, door opens up. We need to find all the letters in this room, in the correct order. The first letter we want is H. You're still sick? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better soon. H. Find the letter O. Where was O? Villagon said it was on this side, I believe. Somewhere on this side. Here, maybe? The H. There's the O. Do I play guitar? I own a guitar, but I cannot play it. I would very much like to be able to play it. I do play some piano, though. Let's see, W was near the beginning, right? Yeah, W. The A is near the wind exhaust. A. The R. Don't remember where the R is. It's here. Okay. And the D is like in a corner on the left side somewhere. There we go. Now we should be able to turn off the wind and hopefully not bug the game again so we can continue. I'll just stay in this side section until the wind is completely turned off. I'll even wait a bit extra just in case. Good? Right, we're good. Oh, that's what I was supposed to see last time. So last time I was pushed up against the wall because of the wind bug, so I only saw a single turn gate, but apparently we see our father and a bunch of turn gates.
Why did you come to me? I trusted you, but you betrayed me. You turned out to be like one of those who came before you. Just like them, you are full of hate. Why do you hate me?
You tried to kill me quite a few times. Isn't that a decent reason? Hopefully this isn't too close to the end of the game. If it is, then we might swap over to Phasmophobia afterwards. There is a second part of the game we can play as well, though, but... Do we just go in this door? Giving me, like, RPG vibes. Less scary and more just interesting. Okay, that's locked. Guess we're going up.
The mankind has changed and is still changing with every second. And you, human, are changing as well, whether you're with them or alone. I was ready for a strike, but it was difficult to expect such a thing from you. This sense of betrayal is akin to losing a best friend. It is familiar to you, human. Only I did not ask to silence me, but asked to be left in rest. Curiosity does not lead to anything good, as well as the search for truth.
Am I getting, like, pieces of the original games here? I feel like these are from the original games. Yeah, is this probably when we put Red in that boiler room or whatever it was in the original game? Definitely has something to do with Red. Problem is I never played the original Penumbras. Really should play the original Penumbras, they're really good. Probably not too expensive if they're on sale either. Might be able to get my hands on them at some point. Now this definitely seems reminiscent of, yes. I do remember this from the very end of the original Penumbra. Because I've seen the games even if I haven't played them.
But this does not prevent you from taking risky actions. I gave deeper knowledge, but the answer was nothing but hatred. Each of you think they are clever, but even when you're together, you are strong but foolish. You're led by something you know nothing about, and you, human, were being led by someone you knew. You thought you knew, but it is not true. I can see your mind, human, but I can't find a goal that motivates you. And with that, my pain is multiplied 1,000 times. I am neither a killer nor a judge. Our worlds should not intersect. We speak different languages and will never understand each other. I've made my choice, and it's your turn, human. Everyone chooses what they hold there for themselves.
I'm not sure what that means, though. So I'm making a choice, but I don't know what the significance of my choice is. Spooky fire circle or my dad? What is spooky fire circle? Be nice if I knew. Oh, he jumped off the edge. What about this thing? How am I supposed to know what these mean? Am I gonna jump off the edge? That doesn't seem too friendly. Hey, Disney. Sorry about that. This seems more like a portal. That's safer. Can I even go into the portal? Doesn't seem like I can. Did you remove my portal? Well, I guess I'm jumping off the edge though. Geronimo! I know this place. My nightmare started here. How did I get here? At the very beginning of the game? Kinda seems like it. Maybe I should just leave this time. Didn't the ladder break or something? Can I even get up the ladder? Can try. Back to the cold, icy wastes of Greenland. Familiar sound. Is that a ship? Oh, it's auto-playing. Penumbra Necrologue. I guess that's that game. The question is, because there's 2 games in this mod, do we check out the other game or do we go play some Phasmophobia? I'm not sure which would be better. It might be better to jump into Phasmophobia because it's more of a standalone game, and then if you want to play the other one, then we can do that on a separate stream. But we should let the credits play, because a lot of people probably put a lot of hard work into this. And they deserve recognition for their hard work. It was an enjoyable journey, and it was very interesting. I have a couple of small complaints. The biggest one would be there's a bit of a lack of direction in terms of like player objective. I think they should use the to-do list in the journal a lot more, because you have a journal and it's divided into 3 sections. One is like documents you found. One is, I think, like clues you found, and then the last one is like a to-do list. And the to-do list was not really used at all, and it's very much used in the game this is based on. Well, not the game this is based on, but this is a mod for Amnesia, but it's based on Penumbra. And I believe both Penumbra and Amnesia, they use the to-do list to constantly give the player indications of what their current objective is, right? And it's not really used here, so you don't have that much of a clear sign as to what your current objective is. Not to mention, when you play Amnesia, you interact with certain objects, and when you interact with them, it'll write something down in the to-do list, because it's something you can actually interact with at a later point once you have the right things. In this, you'll interact with things, you won't get anything in your to-do list, so you don't really know if it's just flavor or if it's actually something that can be interacted with. And sometimes it's not even clear what the thing you should be doing is because you don't have a note. A good example of that is early in the game, I was stuck in an area where there was a locked locker. And I created a serum of acid. And I was never given an objective to create acid. That's just something that I solved through the visual clues in the rooms because it seemed obvious. But I was never told what to use the acid for. And my thought was that I would use the acid on the locked locker, which I tried. It didn't work. And the reason why it didn't work was because on the locker itself is a tiny padlock that's very hard to see in the dark. And I was never told why the locker was locked. I was never given a note in my notebook why the locker was locked or why I couldn't open it. So it became very hard to tell if that locker is something I should pursue immediately or something I should pursue later down the line, and what exactly was the problem with the locker. And these issues kind of like add up to slow down the gameplay, where it doesn't need to be slowed down. If I had more indication in the to-do list as to what my current objective is and what things should be done later, then I think the gameplay experience would feel more smooth. The second thing would be using light sources. This is a very common like game development thing. Use light sources to draw the player in the correct direction. I found a lot of places where the places you were supposed to go was just dark, and the places you weren't supposed to go were lit up, and that creates a bit of player confusion. But I will exit the game now, and we will hop over into Phasmophobia. We completed the game. I'll just write a note here in case people come into the stream and they're wondering, why are you not playing Penumbra Necrologue? Well, it's because we're done. So, finished playing Penumbra Necrologue earlier than expected. So we're continuing the stream by playing some Phasmophobia instead. There we go. We'll just pin that to the top in case there's any confusion. There we go. And I will have to change game capture into Phasmophobia. It's now loading. It is still loading. There we go. Alright, took a little bit. So we got our Halloween reward. Apparently there's another challenge you can do. Whereas if you play on custom difficulty on Sunny Meadows, and the custom difficulty is 15, 20, or 24, you'll get a trophy if you correctly identify the ghost and do all 3 bonus objectives, and take a photo of the ghost. I think those are the 3 main things you have to do. Now, I haven't played this game much recently. I'm not confident that I can successfully do this very consistently or at all. So I think maybe we should try to practice by playing a bit of more Nightmare mode, because I don't really play Nightmare mode that often, and if we're gonna do... I checked the necessities for doing 24x reward for the final one. You pretty much have to turn all the custom settings up to the maximum difficulty, which includes 0 evidence for determining what the ghost is. Not only do we get 0 evidence, we have to correctly get the correct ghost. We'll also start with 0 sanity, no sanity restoration, no sprint, ghost is faster, and somehow we have to manage to get a photo of the ghost, despite always being in hunt range and every ghost being able to chase us down at the speed of light. And we have to do the bonus objectives. I think we need to go through some training montages before we can get to the point where that is doable. I feel like most likely, in order to achieve that, you have to have a lot of factors line up and be lucky. But that's just my impression of it at the moment, because Sunny Meadows, huge map, instant hunts, trying to find the right ghost room without being immediately destroyed by the ghost and doing all the objectives, and not having it be a ghost that is impossible to tell which ghost it is, because one of the settings is fuse box is disabled. If the fuse box is disabled, you can't really determine that it's a djinn, and there's no evidence, so you can't determine that it's a djinn. So some ghosts you will simply not be able to determine. So it's a lot of luck involved, so it's probably a bit of brute forcing involved, unless I'm mistaken and I just don't know enough about the game to actually figure out how to do 24x difficulty on Sunny Meadows reasonably. But we'll just practice with some normal nightmare mode. I think. We'll do some normal nightmare mode. We'll do single player. We will add our typical equipment. I'll add all of these. We'll do difficulty. Nightmare. Apply. And we'll hop over to... do some Sunny Meadows. We'll still do Sunny Meadows. It's a big map. I'm not really good at finding ghosts on big maps, and that's probably something I should learn to do. We'll start up the map. Now, I'm not sure if I should be doing... I want to try getting good with the parabolic microphone. But if I bring the parabolic microphone, should I also do thermometer or EMF? I'll probably be bringing the flashlight, even though if we're going to want to do eventually 24x difficulty, flashlights don't work. You're gonna go sleep because you're sick? Alright, have a good rest and have a good day. Hope you get better soon. And thanks for dropping by. I don't think I've played Sunny Meadows on unrestricted solo yet, have I? Because last time we streamed, not last time actually, the time before that when we tried out the Sunny Meadows update, I had some friends join me for the unrestricted Sunny Meadows. This is going to be unrestricted solo. Alright, so... parabolic. So my friend actually gave me a good rundown on this. If it's a number below the decimal point, then it doesn't matter. That's just ambience. But if it's above the decimal point, then it's actual ghost interaction and activity. Unless I touch a door, in which case the door will produce a 4.0 decibel interaction. So I should be looking for things above the 0 pointer, and keep in mind that the number 4, if I touch a door, is just me. Let's try thermometer. Let's do a quick hop into Phasmophobia wiki thermometer. Probably should be using some wiki here because we're trying to actually improve. And some stuff I should try to learn. So, temperature readings at 9 degrees or below in clear skies or 6 degrees or below in other types of weather is generally an indication that the ghost is located in the room. When trying to find a room with abnormal temperatures, point towards the ground and stay in each room for at least 3 to 5 seconds to accurately read the temperature of the room. Okay. After picking up a thermometer that's been thrown on the ground, turn it off and on again to make sure that it doesn't glitch out. Interesting. Okay, so we're looking for temperatures 9 or below if it's clear weather, or 6 or below if it's not clear weather. That's the knowledge I needed, because I sometimes walk around with this thing, and I don't exactly know how cold is cold enough. It doesn't mention anything about the fuse box. Does it? This marker is less useful in non-clear weather on Maple Lodge campsite or when the fuse box has not been turned on long enough to raise temperatures. Ah, okay. It does mention the fuse box. Okay, so I need to be a bit cautious when the fuse box is not on. If we're gonna play on 24 difficulty, then the fuse box doesn't work at all. We'll still see if we can find it even with the fuse box off. It says less useful. It doesn't say it's useless, though. Ghost name is Carlos Lee, which is not something we necessarily need. I probably should try to pinpoint it with this first. Whenever I open a door... Did I not see a sound? Let's try to restart this thing just in case. I should read up on the parabolic as well, to be honest. But my friend gave me a real good rundown, Relogon that is. Last time I played with him. It was actually explaining it to someone else, but I don't use this object much, so it was actually a useful explanation for me too. I think I had heard his explanation before, but getting a refresher was quite nice. Oh, got a 0.2, that's ambiance. Not to mention, I always question what knowledge is still valid once there's a new patch on this, because sometimes things change. Like, I swear there was a patch I played where using toggle voice didn't matter for ghosts hearing you or not. So if you turned off the voice, the ghost would still hear you during hunts. But now that's not the case. If I turn it off, it doesn't find me no matter what, no matter how much I talk, which is convenient for talking during streams. It is a bit unimmersive, so it's kind of more fun to have open mic, but... And we're playing Nightmare, so we have cursed objects. The cursed object on this map is always in this room, which is a bit cheesy. We'll go see which one we got. We got the summoning circle. Alright. That makes it easy to get the photo. Yeah, that was the sound of me opening a door, yes. That creates a 4 decibel on the reader. So I don't necessarily need to check all the rooms. I just need to pass by the rooms and hope I hear something on the monitor, right? 0.2, 0.6, 2. I don't know how big the directional input on this parabolic microphone is. If it's a cone, if it's a line, if it's current room, how exactly it works. That's probably why finding evidence with it is a bit difficult for me. That's something I should probably go check, read up on. We are risking a lot of money here. But we do have a lot of money to spare, so I'm not too concerned about losing all my equipment a couple of times, but if it happens too much, then it'll be annoying. I think I'm currently sitting on $24,000 to spare in this game. And I'm trying the best I can not to fall below 20,000 for some silly reason that I made up in my head. But I just don't want to fall below 20,000. It seems like the 4 decibel on the doors is only if the doors slam. If you manage to open the doors carefully, they don't actually produce that sound effect. Nice. And 2. That was a 1.1. Unless that was me fiddling with the door. At a 1.1 in this direction somewhere. Give us a sign. Give us a sign. As we're constantly staying in the dark, we're probably losing a lot of sanity very fast. Give us a sign. Ooh, we got a 10. There's definitely something going on here somewhere. We'll point this at the floor. It's not cold in this specific area. So let's check the innermost room with the morgue and such. Doesn't seem to be cold here either. Do these things make noise? Definitely reacting to some sound in here. Perhaps there's more loud ambience on Sunny Meadows, which makes the parabolic less useful. We'll check the rooms nonetheless. Well, maybe that's why one of my friends is so good at checking the temperature, because they're constantly, like, looking down. Walking very slowly. I tend to rush a bit, so I'm really bad at it. Right now I'm not rushing at all. I think that's gonna come back and bite me. I feel like I'm gonna get hunted before I get any useful information right now. Very strange how I keep getting these 10 decibel readings over here. Could be upstairs above me as well, but not sure how the parabolic microphone handles altitude, like different heights and such. Maybe I should try to take the stairs up and head to the other floor. Like, it's constantly giving that 10 output. Which seems suspicious. Because I don't even think ghosts would make that much noise in the right direction. Like there's something else making that much noise. Yeah, it's not making that noise here. That might just be a Sunny Meadows thing, which is throwing me off. Sending me in the wrong direction. If that's the case, we might be in trouble. We've been spending a lot of time looking around now. If I point it down, does that work? Yeah, it does. Instant 10. It might just be that room making a lot of noise. Though I was under the impression that all ambient sounds were supposed to produce a point below a 1 output. Okay. I think if we make it back to the van, I will check out the van. Well, I'll sit in the van for a second and then read the wiki article for the parabolic microphone. We'll probably should take some sanity pills too, because I probably lost most, if not all, my sanity. How much noise does that make if I do that? None. Interesting, interesting. The problem is, this is Nightmare. I have no idea what my sanity is. Alright, let me hop over to the wiki. And we'll search parabolic microphone. Alright, mechanics. The parabolic microphone has two functions. It allows the player to hear an idle ghost paranormal sounds, voices, growls, and footsteps. It also displays a numeric value when pointed in the direction of a recent noise. The parabolic microphone must be inside a building to detect sounds. Only sounds that are caused exclusively by the ghost, or both a ghost and a player could make, or the static of a spirit box will be picked up by the parabolic microphone. Sounds that are exclusive to player actions will not be picked up. But what about that 10 in the bottom floor there? When turned on, the display will show a set of numbers, which measures the sum of sound detected in a large area around its position. A large area? Are you saying it's a radius? The value on display is updated every second. The parabolic microphone must be pointed in the direction that sounds are being made to pick up any form of interaction on the screen. It has a range of 30 meters and a 6-meter wide cone. If each one of these are 1 meter, then it's quite wide. I don't think it's a stretch to say each one of these would be 1 meter. It's wider than the truck, essentially. Or roughly as wide as the truck. And it goes quite far forward. If a ghost interacts with something, such as a moving door, throwing an object, or causing footsteps, the microphone will detect the sound for a short period of time, 3 seconds, giving a reading depending on the sound source on the display. If multiple sound sources are in the range of the microphone, they will add up and potentially give very high readings. During a hunt, the display will randomly flash random numbers, yeah. Inaudible sounds. An idle ghost, paranormal sounds, and footsteps are normally inaudible. Those sounds become audible to a player using a parabolic microphone. Paranormal sounds can be only heard when aiming directly at the ghost. Mylings make paranormal sounds more often than other ghosts. Banshees have a certain chance to make a unique sound. Moroi will curse the player that hear their footsteps or paranormal sounds, resulting in increased passive sanity drain. Rough indications of readings. Ambient sounds not caused by the ghost, less than 0.5 decibel. Ghost current room, more than 1 decibel. No, less than 1 decibel, actually, that's what it says. Keyboard being pressed, 1 to 2. I thought you said player exclusive sounds couldn't be detected. Maybe it doesn't mean this keyboard. Maybe there's a keyboard that the ghost can interact with. Light being toggled on, 1 to 2. Fuse box, 0.5, 0.9. 3 decibel if it's a small red box generator, or none if it's the lever. Wait, can the ghost not turn off the fuse box on the asylum because it is a lever-based one? Interesting. Door is 4 decibels if it's the player closing the door, but it's variable if it's the ghost. Desk radio static 5 decibel, running sync 5 decibel, spirit box static 5 decibel, objects thrown by the ghost or player including the parabolic microphone itself, less than 1 decibel, paintings falling, paranormal sounds, random ghost footsteps. So, if I have exactly 10 decibel, that's higher than any of these things, so it's something being added together. Desk radio static, running sync, and spirit box static. We don't have a spirit box in the room, so that doesn't matter. So desk radio static and running sync are both 5 decibel. So it could be that several desk radios or running syncs are adding together to form 10 decibel. Or, for some reason, the flies in the morgue use the same sound as one of those, and it can be read by the... Because we didn't get cold temperatures in there. That's the suspicious part. Okay, we'll take some pills. Okay, we've only lost some sanity, actually. We're still full sanity, surprisingly enough, despite walking in the dark all along. We'll run back to the morgue real quick, just to see if we can exactly pinpoint what's causing the noise, and if it's reliable noise or not. I gotta make sure to tap out of the wiki and back into the stream chat, because I can only fit so many things on my screen at once. So, I can actually be on lookout for sounds above 0.5 decibel, not necessarily anything below 0.1 is, no, but below 1 is useless. Yeah, there we got at 10, and there's actually a 0.4 over there as well. And a 5. The weird part of this is that the noise is constant. Really does feel like it's coming from this, though, doesn't it? Maybe the wiki has not been updated to include that noise. We got hiding spots. Honestly, I probably shouldn't take sanity pills before I find the room. You know, like, it doesn't matter if hunts trigger now, because the hunts might be so far away from me that they're not a threat to me, and if they're close, then maybe I can use that as information to find the ghost. Okay, I don't seem to get any noise on this side. As soon as I face it this way. Unless there is a sink on. Can these sinks be turned on? Yes. The ghost hasn't turned them on because... Does it make noise when I turn it on? Yes. It adds another 5 to it. Is there a sink over here that it could be and I'm just thinking it's the flies because I'm focused on them? If it's the flies, they should react when I stand here. Yeah, I'm not convinced by this room at all. Something would have happened by now if it was that room. We should probably try to look somewhere completely different. Have we been to the opposite wing in the basement? Probably not. I'm gonna make our way over there as soon as possible. So it's wide enough. That's a 0.5. That's not bad. And if I crank my volume up a bit, I might actually hear the ghost through the microphone as well. Maybe I shouldn't talk so much. It should be wide enough to cover the entire width of the hallway. If I hug the left side, it should also be wide enough to actually cover some of the rooms. Or I could just walk at an angle. That was a noise. Oh, it's not that cold. There are a lot of noises in this area. The problem is the asylum makes a lot of noise in general. Try going deeper in. happened to that sound? That was the first solid reading we've had. Oh. This is probably it. Definitely it. Get out of here. Get some equipment. We have to be somewhat fast, because Nightmare means the ghost can change rooms. Although it usually changes to a room near the previous room. Since we have thermometers and parabolic microphones, it shouldn't be too difficult to find a new room. The problem is discovering when the previous room has been abandoned. Alright, full sanity again. Start with Spirit Box and Camera. I like to begin with the objects that require the room to be dark. Camera is most easily to find ghost orbs if it's dark. Might be required as well, and Spirit Box requires it to be dark, so... I like starting Camera and Spirit Box. Not to mention, Camera and Spirit Box just happen to be, I think, my two favorite pieces of evidence equipment. I like setting up the cameras, and it's nice to use the camera to, like, walk around in the dark. I wonder if that's a valid strategy for playing with that flashlight, is using the camera to get around. It's a bit difficult when you put away the camera to use other evidence equipment, but... And I really like that I can just put the camera on the tripod before taking it inside. Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Hope it's not a Moroi, because then I'm cursed. Probably cursed already, but... Wait, no, don't check Moroi. Check. Spirit Box. Moroi is guaranteed to have Spirit Box as an evidence on Nightmare, and so is Diogen. Both are kind of spooky. Moroi is going to drain my sanity and be really strong if I'm low on sanity. And Diogen is always going to know where I am, so I won't be able to run. No, I won't be able to hide, but I can run. Problem was, a lot of these wings, they lock up when there's a hunt. If I accidentally go to a door that might be locked while trying to backpedal away from my Diogen, I might still die. Let's check the cameras. Check my camera specifically. Is that my camera? I can't see anything on it. What? I can't even tell that's where I placed a camera. Let's get some dots so I can actually tell that it's the same room. We'll place the book, I suppose. Yeah, if I'm cursed by Mordor right now, then I'm on the clock. I can remove the curse by taking some sanity pills, but... we don't even know if... we don't even know if it's a Moroi. I meant, we don't even know if it's a Moroi. Oh, what if they added, like, like a snack bar or an energy drink equipment that allows you to sprint for longer and something like that. A little sprint boost for a little while. It wasn't freezing in here now. Shouldn't be. It'd be easy to see stuff on the camera. Don't know why I couldn't see anything on the camera in the van, if it was bugged or anything. Remember when you had to turn the cameras on manually? Those were the times. Like, with sometimes glitch, you would have to turn the camera off and on again. Although in my mind it wasn't a glitch, it was just the ghosts messing with the camera, so you had to reset them. But I think it was a glitch. Let's head back inside. No, I can see just fine on the camera. I wonder if I should have put it further into the room to look for ghost orbs if it's not that big of a deal. Prevent put crucifix, witness ghost event, and escape during a hunt. Okay, let's get the 2 last pieces of evidence equipment in there. Maybe move the camera further in. I wonder if there's a ghost that always has ghost writing. I don't think there is. Is there not a door on this side? Interesting. Give us a sign. Alrighty. That's all the evidence we're gonna get then. Well, using that as a basis, I chance a Moroi or Diogen here. So there's no reason for me to wait. Doesn't Diogen have a unique sound on the parabolic mic? No, it has a unique response on the... Let me just stand over here for a second. I will just confirm. I believe Diogen has a unique sound on the spirit box. It's like a breathing sound, right? Evidence. Unique response, yes. Alright. We'll try talking more to the spirit box if we can get the unique response. If it's not, then maybe it's a high chance of Moroi. We don't have a good way to test for Moroi. Diogen can be tested both with the spirit box and the... What's it called? The fact that it's always going to find you. Are my hands full? I can't pick this up. Game? Hello? My hands are not full. I can't pick up the... Oh. The vent. I don't have a camera though. No. Well, that's a problem. Seems I can't pick up things that are where the tray is. I tried to use the book to push the spirit box aside, and that didn't work. cannot. It's so stuck. Maybe I can, like, find an angle. Oh, maybe we just wait for a hunt and see what happens? Seems risky. What other things it can be? Spirit, Poltergeist, Mare. So Mare would have a higher chance to hunt in the dark, and it cannot turn off the lights, right? Problem is I don't have any lights. Alright, here's what we should do. We should walk back to the van. We should grab ourselves some smudge sticks so we can smudge on the off chance that it's a Deogen. We'll hide somewhere near the ghost room, and if it walks straight to us, we'll smudge and try to get away. If it doesn't walk straight to us, then it's not a Deogen. I wanted to check with the spirit box, but the spirit box, I put it somewhere where I can't pick it up again. Didn't even know that was possible. I know. Wait, we can summon the Deogen as well. Maybe we should just summon it. Might as well, right? Don't know if it's a Deogen, but we'll try. We'll summon it. And if it's a Deogen, it's gonna not be able to catch us. We backpedal. And if it's not a Deogen, I have to smudge. We might die here, but this is the fast way of trying. I'm not very patient, so we're gonna take the risky, fast approach. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 5. That is a Deogen. You can hear him speed up as soon as I get a little bit far away, and then when he gets closer, he slows down a lot. And he's not currently speeding up, even if he's looking at me. Alright, let's get out of here. That is definitely a Deogen, otherwise it would have killed me. And we did escape a hunt. We didn't prevent a hunt with a crucifix, but honestly, I'm not a patient man. We'll just take this reward and go. I think that's one of the first times I've gotten to have some fun with a Deogen, because I think I've only gotten a Deogen once and I instantly died. Ever since then I haven't gotten a Deogen. I think I got Deogen when I used the music box once or something and I tried to hide and it killed me. Either that or tarot cards. Deogen! Right, we got some levels. Let's see, let's add those things back again. Anything I want to change? I don't think so. For Sunny Meadows? I'm gonna get faster at finding the ghost room. We got some practice with the parabolic microphone and the thermometer. Now we gotta use that experience to find the ghost room faster. We also know that the 10 decibel that we find in the morgue does not indicate anything. That's just noise that's it's in that room, no matter what. Grab the parabolic, we'll grab the thermometer. Right, there's also a cursed object, right. I also need to learn the fuse box locations on this map. Not going to be useful for the actual... what am I call it? Challenge, because there won't be any fuse box, but... check this way first. Same room. Isn't that cold here? These count as parts of the same room? Oh, I think it's here. Turn them off, because otherwise they might upset a Raiju. Bing. We lost 30%. Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Alright, so next up, I like bringing dots and the book. Nice to get that out of the way early. Let's have a look at the cameras real quick, though. Number 9, I assume? Yep. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see anything on the cameras until we place the dots, so getting the dots down is actually quite beneficial. What's our bonuses? Bonus objectives? Capture photo, prevent hunt with a crucifix, get the ghost to walk through salt. So we're gonna check out the ghost object is on the way back out. Didn't get a spirit box response, so shouldn't be Diogen or Moroi this time. I'm not sure if what ghost would be useful using the first object to determine what ghost it is. The Ouija board. Is it still the case that like demons or something drain your sanity less when you use a Ouija board? Demon. Or is it Oni? Don't know if that's still the case. Have a look at the cameras for a hot second. Nothing of immediate significance. EMF from the UV light. I wonder if we can still use the UV torch on the no flashlight difficulty. Or if you have to use glow sticks. Because if you can use the UV torch, you kind of can use flashlights, you just have a very bad one. I'm not really sure if I really want to do the 24x challenge at the current state of the game. Like, sure, it's possible, but I feel like it's mostly RNG. And maybe I want to wait until there's, like, some more... Because they're gonna, like, add modular equipment. Not modular, that's the wrong word to use. They're gonna add upgrades to the current equipment. If that's still the plan. I talked about that in the past, at least. If they're still doing that, then... might be able to get some equipment that's more suited towards playing on that high difficulty. Make it less RNG. It's still decently cold in here. Seems like it. I wonder if there could be fingerprints on each of the individual washing machines. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, what's the ghost's name? Sarah Shawcross. Give us a sign. Give us a sign. I haven't seen many things be moved at all. Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Give us a sign. Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Sarah Shawcross. Give us a sign. Sarah Shawcross. Give us a sign. I could try to go bring the crucifix into the room. Lack of interaction, giving me like some Shade vibes or something. What does Shade have though? Ghosts. Can I walk while looking through the book? I feel like I can, but I'm not sure. No, I cannot. Okay. Shade. Nah, it would have freezing. And before I have the wrong room. And it's just cold there for some other reason. Watch them add like a map that has a freezer room that's always cold, so you don't know if it's Or what if they had like several like imagine like a restaurant, haunted restaurant, but it has like a freezing room that you can go through, and like if you go through there and there's a haunted, it's gonna be so fast. Alright, let's have a look at this again. Not immediately see anything. Grab the crucifix. We wanted to get the ghost to walk through salt, right? Grab some salt. It's still considerably colder in that room than other rooms. I feel like it should be the ghost room. Even if the fuse box hasn't been on to raise the temperatures of rooms in general, that room is still considerably colder. Hopping between like 3 and 4 degrees. Whereas other rooms jump between like 9 and 12. Does stepping in salt give EMF readings? I feel like I've never tried that before. Give us a sign! Check the temperature again. Have they moved? Kinda cold in here though. I don't think they're in this room. I definitely checked this room earlier, though, and they weren't there then, so they must have moved, right? I got nothing suspicious about this room earlier. Any freezing temperatures? Or things being thrown around? It's still pretty cold in this room, though. Not as cold as it used to be. It's still pretty cold. Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Are you friendly?
Young.
Cool. No. Are you friendly? No. I might have been a bit far in compared to my camera. But that is a Moroi. My sanity is probably already low and it's going to be dipping real fast because we just got a response from the spirit box. Although it might have already been cursed because Moroi can also curse you through the parabolic microphone. Which door was that? Was a door. What are doors in this room? They even lead to separate places. Must have been this door, right? Kind of very close, so. Is that a separate room? Maybe it's not in here and it's actually in like the innermost section. I do hear things being thrown around in here as well, though, so. Kind of cold in here. Compare that to here, it's much warmer. But in here, 5, 4, 5, 6.6, 7.7 for this room. This room even colder. It's a little bit colder, yeah. Try moving things into the inner room. See if that makes a difference. We even have time to do so before the ghost grabs us. one quick EMF check, which I feel like is risky, before I run and check camera from the van. Brief one. I think I might have heard the EMF, but... Shame my salt is too far away. I did put one in the hallway because I thought maybe it was if it was going to change rooms, it would have changed to something close. I might have walked through the hallway at some point. There's always the chance I always had the wrong room as well. The thing is, I suspected that big room first, because that's where we got the sound from, but when I checked for the temperature in there, it was very warm. I went back and checked the hallway again, and then we found sound in the room that I first thought was the ghost room. But it was cold, and it was noisy. So either it moved, or I just got very misled. Okay, we are full sanity. But I feel like it shouldn't be a moto, because I feel like I would have gone much lower sanity than that in the time I was in there, and I was cursed. There's no guarantee. Oh, stretch. Oh, I want to get a photo. Carrying a camera instead of carrying a smudge feels so stupid. I would much rather have a smudge on me if I'm going to sit in that room for another long time. Smudge is so good. If only you could have smudge be a single item and not be a 2-item thing. Here. Keep thinking there is. Yeah, definitely seems to be colder in the side room than in the main room. How's the door being touched? Even went through the camera. Hiding the UV torch. There we go. Give us a sign. Sarah Shawcross. Shawcross? Shawcross. Shawcross. Sarah, give us a sign. Give us a sign. Give us a sign. Was it this door? Didn't seem like it moved. Oh, I think I saw dots. And it can still be Diogen, huh? Phantom, Wraith, Yokai. Yokai has short range of hearing, but doesn't like you speaking. Wraith always touches salt. Sadly, I wasted the salt. Phantom disappears if you take a photo of it. And Diogen will always have... We can test Diogen because we have the spirit box this time. I don't have to do the crazy thing and go and break the Ouija board, which I was planning on doing. We can just keep asking on the spirit box. In which case I need to bring the spirit box. I left over here because I assumed I had no further use of it. I'm gonna play this semi-safe. We're just gonna move closer and closer to the room with our smudge and our spirit box. Don't have a lot of time to pick up the smudge and use it if there's a hunt. Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you?
Young.
Are you friendly?
Kill.
How old are you? Where are you?
I'm Chris.
Are you friendly? Are you angry? How old are you? Are you friendly?
Young.
Are you angry?
Hate.
Where are you?
I'm behind you.
Where are you now? Under the sea? Where are you?
Kill.
Where are you? I almost feel like it could be yokai simply because it's not always responding, which means it might be out of range of hearing me. But at the same time, if my sanity is low enough, then me talking so much should anger it. Let me see if yokai have any other unique features while I'm standing here with my smudge and googling. Yokai. Yokai. Talking near the yokai or producing significant noise through voice chat at any sanity will increase its activity. When a music box is used, the yokai must be closer to the player holding the box than other ghosts for a cursed hunt to initiate. When at least one player talks or produces significant noise within a certain range of a yokai, its hunt sanity threshold will temporarily increase to 80%, or otherwise it's normally 50%. During hunts, a yokai can only hear players or sense handheld devices that are within 2 meters of it, and line of sight is unaffected. Am I getting a phone call from somewhere in the world? Nope. Nope. Alright, we just keep making noise? Because being below 80% sanity should be easy enough. Maybe the crucifix is taking a charge damage. We'll just pick up the bone. I'm not going to bring a camera. I'm too lazy. Where are you?
I'm Chris.
Are you friendly? Do you like it if I'm very loud? I'm gonna talk very close to the microphone to be very loud. Does this annoy you? Do you find this annoying? Hello? Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Doesn't seem to get that ticked off, though. The other options would be Phantom and... I should have brought a camera, shouldn't I? I mean, we're not getting any events anyways. Show yourself. Are you friendly? Because if we can trigger a hunt from the yokai, then we can run and see how fast the flashlight stops flickering. After smudging. Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Did you swap rooms? That what this door was? You leaving? Where are you? Huh? Where are you? Are you friendly?
Attack.
How old are you?
Young.
Are you friendly? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you?
I'm behind you.
Can you hunt me? Hunt. Where are you? That wasn't a hunt. Dang, I wasted my smudge. Do I have more smudges? We walked pretty fast though. It's kind of spooky. Although the only one out of these that should walk fast when I'm far enough away is Diogen. I'm not sure if walking speed for the ghost applies for the events, or if that's separate. You know what? Risk it for a biscuit. Hide and seek. If it's a Diogen, it should make its way here really fast. If it doesn't, it's not a Diogen. Oh, that's a Diogen. Had to be the crawly baby too. Surprised we tried so hard for the unique sound. We didn't get it. The fact that it closes the door on me every now and then is really inconvenient for me. Pretty clever of the ghost, but... Alright, it's over. Diogen twice in a row, huh? In almost the exact same place on the map. I tried so hard to get the breathing noise, though, that it's supposed to make. And it just didn't do it. Diogen. pack it up. I should increase my smudge count that I bring with me to 4. Smudge is really good on high difficulty.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
That's still good money. So loadout, increase the smudge. Anything else I want to increase what I bring with me here? Well, it's not bad to have multiple cameras. I'm not too keen on it. It's a lot of setup time. Yeah, this is probably fine. Alright, for the sake of testing some ghost behavior specifically, let's do some smaller maps. Let's do some Willow Streets. Not to mention the asylum might take a long time, and depending on how long it takes, I won't have time for the entire map. But if a small map doesn't take long, then I have time for multiple ones. So I think it's better for us to do several small maps than doing one big map right now. Nice to get some practice with Nightmare Mode, though. I haven't played it too much. But upon learning that certain ghosts will always have certain evidences, I started liking Nightmare a lot more. And initially I was like, oh, Nightmare is a bit RNG, you know. Some ghost behaviors you can't be tested very well, and if they hide certain evidences, then it doesn't really help you that much. But upon learning that, for example, Moroi and Deogen will always have Spirit Box because they have unique interactions with the Spirit Box, and Hantu will always have Freezing because Hantu has a unique interaction with cold rooms. Stuff like that really made me enjoy Nightmare a lot more. Alright, so we're dealing with Sarah Anderson. Blow out a candle, escape a hunt, and capture a photo. Alright, so we don't need to do the whole parabolic thing this time around, but for the sake of practice, maybe I should still do it, you know? I want to get a photo of the ghost, but at least this time I won't have to run as far back and forth to get to the ghost room, if I want to get photos of things. That's a bit of my peeve with large maps, I suppose. It's like fetching equipment takes a long time. If you play multiplayer, it's not that big of a deal, but... Oh, and for the challenge, for the 24 difficulty challenge, you actually have to play single player as far as I know, so... Oh, we got a deck of cards. That's nice. But parabolic is less useful on these small maps, isn't it? Kitchen seems too warm. What about living room? Living room seems too warm as well. Got some big noises though. Garage? Not garage. This is why probably parabolic is not that useful in small maps, because you'll just pick up too many sounds because it covers pretty much the entire area. Me hitting the light switches does produce sound, so... Seems like me hitting a light switch is a perfect 1.2 decibel. The thing is, we can restore sanity by eating some of these. It's kind of funny. Yeah, that was paranormal sounds. Basement? Not basement? That is also paranormal sounds. Oh, we got freezing. Yeah, I find out the parabolic is not useful on smaller maps, but it's still useful. We'll eat some of these candies just to keep sanity high so we can play around with the ghost a bit more aggressively. Yeah, it's also heavy rain. That's something I should keep in mind for temperature readings. I'm not very good at checking the rain status. It doesn't really matter too much on indoor maps, which is most of them. But you don't notice it once you go in the house. I think my main peeve with the... This is gonna sound like I'm complaining. It's not meant to be as such. I guess the main thing holding me back from the 24-something challenge is the fact that it has to be asylum, which is such a big map. Where are you? Are you friendly? How old are you? Because if I'm gonna spam a map like 50 times in the hopes of getting the correct RNG to make give me good odds at beating the challenge while risking a lot of equipment every single time, I'd prefer finding the ghost room to not take 30 minutes. And maybe it doesn't take 30 minutes if you're better at the game, I guess that's a part of it, but... I'm not good at finding ghost rooms in big maps because I haven't done it too much. Maybe I should just do it more, and eventually I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know, finding the ghost room takes like 2 minutes actually. If you use parabolic well. Being able to carry one more piece of equipment would be such a huge upgrade. What am I doing here? I don't know. What am I doing here? Dots. Get a book. Odd. The door was touched, but I didn't see any of them move. Alright. Thank you. That should be all the evidences we can get, then. Well, let's, retreat to the van to do some pondering and thinking. We got EMF and freezing. Jinn, Shade, Oni, the twins. The interaction was quite far from what I believe to be the ghost room due to freezing, so unless it moved, it could be twins. Jinn means we want to shut off the fuse box. What exactly does Jinn do if the fuse box is on? Is that something we can use to our advantage? Or is it so risky that it'll kill us? So, when the Djinn uses its ability, it will lower the sanity of all players in the same room or otherwise within 3 meters of it by 25%. An EMF 2 or 5 reading will be generated at the fuse box. Alright, so we can set up the fuse box with the EMF and see if it uses its ability. Shade. So Shade is very shy. And Shade cannot initiate hunts if... Let's see. If at least one person is in the same room as the Shade, it will be unable to give off interactions. Give off EMF 5. Initiate a hunt. It may still perform these actions if it happens to wander into a room without players. A Shade will not hunt until 35% sanity. Shades have a higher chance of becoming a shadow rather than the full manifestation. And Oni will not be invisible as long during hunts. And it cannot be ghost mist. It will prefer showing its full form during manifestation, as opposed to shadowy or translucent. So if we see shadowy, it's likely Shade. If we don't see shadowy, it might be Oni. It will double the sanity drain of other ghosts, 20% instead of 10% when colliding with the target player during an event. Okay. And Oni is more active when there are people in the room. Exact opposite of Shade, essentially. Oni is the exact opposite of a Shade. Okay. And twins. Is there any other ways to test for twins other than just looking for double interactions? Because they interact at the same time, don't they? Let's see. Activity. The twins have 2 interaction ranges. The first is 3 meters, while the second is up to 16 meters. When performing interactions, the twin can choose to perform one interaction using the smaller radius or one using the larger radius. 2 interactions within both radius at the same time. It makes it more active interaction-wise on average. When the twins attempt to initiate a hunt, there is a 50% chance for it to begin at the main ghost and a 50% chance at the decoy twin, which actually means the location where the last ranged interaction occurred. When this happens, the twin which initiated the hunt will mostly follow the standard hunting rules like most other ghosts. 2 hunts cannot occur simultaneously, and a ghost will follow the standard 25-second cooldown between hunts. Each twin has a different movement speed during hunts. The main twin moves at 1.5 and the decoy at 1.9. When the twins attempt to hunt, the crucifix check will apply only for the main ghost, even if the hunt is trying to start from the decoy. Oh, okay. Evidence. Alright. Let's get back inside and place this crucifix. Check if they're still freezing in that room. Also, we should get the photos out of the way. We've got quite a mean combination of ghosts, though, because one wants us to be in the room, one doesn't want us to be in the room, and one wants us to be at the fuse box, and one is in 2 places at once. So, quite a spectacle of combinations here. We'll put the crucifix here if it's still freezing. If it hasn't moved, we'll double check. Still freezing in here? Does seem to still be freezing, yes. Alright. Give me the EMF. So, we'll spend some time at the fuse box first, just to see. If I go back to the Djinn, just to confirm what I read, it will produce an EMF 2 or 5, I think is what it's saying. Are we saying 2 or 5, or it's saying 2 out of 5? At the fuse box. Okay. So if I say, Sarah Anderson, give us a sign. Give us a sign. Sarah Anderson. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Sarah Anderson, give us a sign. Sarah Anderson. Sarah Anderson, give us a sign. Right? Nothing thus far. Doesn't confirm anything yet, though. See if we get any activity while in the room. Give us a sign. Give us a sign. Sarah Anderson. Give us a sign. Sarah Anderson. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Sarah Anderson. Sarah Anderson, give us a sign. Give us a sign, Sarah. Sarah Anderson. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Sarah Anderson. Sarah Anderson. Sarah Anderson, give us a sign. Sarah Anderson. Yeah, let's try leaving the room. A lot of stuff has been moved here as well. Give us a sign. Give us a sign. Sarah Anderson. Did something move? Ah, that was my shadow. Sarah Anderson. Give us a sign. I wonder how the 16-meter radius of a twin interacts with floors. Because if it's 16 meters, it could even be like a whole different floor if it goes up and down, but it doesn't specify. In which case you'd think there would be some interaction over in these places as well. Mostly actually been nearby. Because it's 16 meters. That's quite a range. Give us a sign. Sarah Anderson. We try pulling some cards. If so, I should probably bring a smudge just in case. That mannequin actually kind of spooked me for a second. That is a really good placement for that mannequin. Leave a smudge here. Hold on to the lighter. I kind of want to trigger a hunt, but I don't have any confidence that I will survive a hunt. That's the problem. Do we have like a hiding spot in the corner there? Yeah, we do. I think so. Well, we can try to go for it if it goes wrong. Alright. I'm not sure if that's flashing fast enough to be only or not. I need to actually compare it to like a video or something. Also, hello Necrofix, welcome. It's going good. How are you doing? Very quiet hum. The ghost came from the ghost room itself, which could lend some credibility to it not being the twins. Well, it threw a lot of things around. I should get a second smudge. And then I shouldn't smudge as fast this time if there's another hunt. Instead, I should allow it to approach me so that I can look at the flicker rates. It might have been Oni, judging by the flicker rate, but I'm not sure. I don't have enough experience to be confident if it's Oni or not based on that. I wonder if pulling the tower card would still force a shade to cause an interaction. Never played Phasmophobia yourself, but love watching the streams. That's how horror games started with me. I would never play a horror game, but I would watch them. And then suddenly I would play them. And now I play them way too much. See, okay, it took a long time before I could drop the cards, which is problematic. Maybe I can drop them faster if I scroll away from them. We got High Priestess. Ooh, that means we're safe for one death. Okay. That means it's probably not Demon. Demon doesn't like choosing that appearance. I don't have a camera though, so I couldn't take a photo. Unfortunate. Tower. We get an EMF check. EMF 5 by the door. I was technically in the room, wasn't I? But I don't know how tower affects the shade though. Again. Uh-oh. That's why I need to be outside the room when doing the cards. Although I do have a High Priestess. I didn't need to panic that hard. I panicked way too hard. Is she gonna find me? Better not find me. I am hiding so well. Yeah, hunt is over. Best hiding spot ever. Yeah, this map has very risky hiding spots. It doesn't have any lockers or anything. You have to hide behind things. Yeah, let's just pull some cards without having a smudge and then just stand here, see if it's only by flickering. I don't think it's only, but I honestly don't know. Our tower. A fortune, lost 25 sanity. The lights, okay. I need to trigger a hunt somehow. What's the fastest way to trigger a hunt when you don't have cards? It's really causing a mess. I really should just risk it and watch the ghost closely to see if it flickers fast or not. But this combination of ghosts is so hard to determine. Is it a nightmare mode? So I only get 2 pieces of evidence, and all these ghosts, they do very hard to differentiate things. Because the twin can be in 2 rooms. The shade doesn't like you being in the room, it doesn't do much when you're there. The Oni will do a lot if you're in the room, and the Jinn likes to mess with the fuse box. I can't be everywhere at once. Let's hope I dropped a lot of sanity. If I'm in the room, shades cannot hunt me. Ooh, we've lost 2 crucifix charges. That's interesting. That means we're in hunt range at least. That's good. We'll just stay in the room. And if we get a hunt, it shouldn't be shade. And we'll do the classic Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Hunt. What's your ghost name? Sarah Anderson. Sarah Anderson, would you like to hunt me? Sarah Anderson. Come out and play. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Sarah Anderson. Sarah Anderson. Where are you? Give us a sign. Give us a sign, Sarah Anderson. If I leave the room and get a hunt. Sarah Anderson. Oh god, that scared me. Oh. I was looking around to see if I saw the ghost and the friggin' light bulb popped. Oh, that made me jump. Ooh, my heart. Well, now I don't have a light bulb anymore. Sarah Anderson, give us a sign. What was that sound? What was that sound? It sounded like some... That hunt started from the next door room. It doesn't guarantee twin, but it might mean twin. It also sounded like the footsteps were a little bit faster this time, which should also mean twin. There's a very small difference. Maybe I should just go find out. Mr. Ghost? Ah, the hunt ended. We have one more smudge stick and we still have the revive. I'm tempted to go test twin, but since this will most likely be the last game of the day, we might as well go all out, you know? I don't think I have time for another entire map after this, so... no reason to end this one too early. I was hoping to have time for one more game after this, but this map took longer than expected. I should really bring 2 crucifixes. That's something I should change with my loadout as well. Alright, flickering seemed normal. Shouldn't be demon. Hunted me while I was in the room, but it left the room first, which doesn't guarantee that it's not shade. Don't... oh shit. Of course he would find me. I forgot to turn off the microphone. still have my revive. It's fine. It's fine. I have my revive. I need to get out of here before I die again, though. Oh, boy. Oh, no. I forgot that on Nightmare mode, when you get killed, it extends the hunt. I didn't think that counted if I revived, because there's no one else alive when I get caught. But it actually keeps hunting even if I die and revive. Ooh, I almost walked right into that. That would have been very anticlimactic. Alright. Flickering didn't seem like Oni. I never saw it use the fuse box ability. That doesn't mean it's not Jinn, it just means it's unlikely. Shade or twins? I'll go with twins, but we also had a manifestation that was transparent, so it could be shade. I think there's a higher chance we make the wrong call here. But hey, you lose 100% of the chances you don't take, so here we go. It was twins! Alright.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
Ooh, I'm usually so bad at making the right guess in this game. Alright, that's not too bad money. Not the most money, but hey, it's acceptable. I'm just gonna go change my loadout and add one more crucifix, because I keep forgetting to do that. And we'll summon our friends. Hello, ghost buddies. You're here to help me end the stream? Alright, that's good. That's gonna be it for now, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. And even if I don't, have a great day, and I'm gonna peace out. Alright, bye!